Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on Space Coach Set it's time for part 26, or at least I think it's 26, of my Star Wars book collection. So this is everything I've acquired since I came back from New York. We've seen a lot of it, but I thought it's best we have it consolidated into one video. So first, Cobalt Squadron, thoroughly enjoyed this. Was great to see more backstory on Rose and Paige. And then this was also very enjoyable. In fact, this did help me appreciate the Canto Bight arc much more the second time around, and some of the characters in there were great. Then there was this, which was very enjoyable, but turned out to be a complete waste of time due to the nature of Captain Phasma's role in The Last Jedi. I do hope she comes back. It was quite ambiguous. You didn't see her die, she just fell, and she survived worse. Then we have this, Star Wars Made Easy, which we've had little bits of looks at, but not too much. For instance, when and where is Star Wars set? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Now we have the graphic novels that I've picked up. Poe Dameron Volume 3, Legend Lost. There it's the back. We haven't reviewed this yet. So there's some images. Here he is with Leia there. It's a nice depiction of the pair of them. Lots of X-Wings lined up and everything. Terex is in there, and there's Commander Malaris. So yes, thoroughly enjoyed this. We've yet to do our review because it's quite thick and it's been a bit daunting, to be honest. Then, Afra Volume 2, The Enormous Prophet, which obviously is the most recent edition. Couple of images. There is BT up to no good. There's Afra wearing her mask. Yes, thoroughly enjoyable. We will have a look at that. Then, of course, Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, now available in Marvel. You see he's down at the bottom spine there. Who was on the Afra spine? I can't make that out. I'm not sure who that is. I think it's Black Casantan. And on the Poe, it's Princess Leia. You see her there. Appropriately, of course. So that's those. Then we also have Star Wars Volume 6, Out Among the Stars. Collection of shorts rather than one overgoing arc. Some of them were better than others. I really liked R2-D2 rescuing his friend 3PO. There we see Hot getting zapped. Here's that photorealistic style, which is a bit hit and miss, because when you can identify the exact scene in the exact film that it's been based on, and there are the two droids there, it's very off-putting when it's something completely different it's been used for. And obviously Darth Vader Imperial Machine, which we have had a look at, and of course it was fantastic. There's just some images from there. There is his ship. I think, yes, this is the explosion on the Jedi space station. Then another one that was enjoyable but was completely pointless, the Captain Phasma graphic novel, which I really liked. And there she is about to take her helmet off. I do wish they had done more with her character, because as much as I've said I thought Finn got shortchanged, and Rose for that matter, with the arc that they got, she was completely underserved in that film, which was a real shame. And there, of course, we see the monsters that they were fighting. Then the last of the graphic novels for now, Screaming Citadel. We have had a look at this. Yes, that's right. With the Abyssinian symbiotes, the Queen, and all of that. There she is when they're first presenting Skywalker to her, and she knows what's up. It's been far too long since I tasted Jedi. And there are the symbiotes, and there's Afra blowing up the table. So that's that. I did thoroughly enjoy anything that's got Afra in it. Then this, which I picked up in a charity shop, I think it was a £5, wasn't it? The Star Wars Encyclopedia. Just on the back is Starfield. So anything interesting in here? There's so much of it, it's just text, you see. Looks like a Macquarie concept painting for Hoth. There's the guns there. So in the prototype Battlestar maybe. So yes, that's still going through this. It's absolutely fascinating. Then there was this also. This is all of the non-canonical stuff now, or the old canon books, deep background canon books that are no longer canon. There's a good one. Dooku and a clone. Who do we have? The Chosen One. Anakin Skywalker, there's Watto, and there is one of his pod racers. There's Naked 3PO. Yes, we will be using that for other stuff as well. Now, The Art of Revenge of the Sith, a recent acquisition. It says $17.99 there, but I'm sure I paid £4 or £5 for it. So let's the cloning facilities on Camino, they were very visually impressive. This might be Alderaan, I'm not sure. There's a maquette for General Grievous. So that is that. We will be going through that properly in due course. Then, Stormtroopers Beyond the Armour, which we've had a bit of a look at. There is the back cover. Classic Imperial, Biker Scout, First Order FN2187. Back to the cloning facilities on Camino. That opens out what to? Yes, I have to be careful with how I show you this. There, very nice when that opens up. Something else from here. The Emperor with some of his guards, and here is just some depictions of clone troopers. It's quite funny. Then Captain Phasma. So yes, that is that for now. We haven't finished going through that. We will of course have more. I know we've used it for The Last Jedi, we'll use it for other things as well. Then obviously we've had a real good in-depth dive into this. We've covered almost everything, apart I think from these, which we'll have to have a look at some point, but just a couple of images. The Resistance Fleet. And you can see the heritage, certainly for these two, of the earlier ships from the original trilogy. That, it just looks like a weapon. But it kind of looks like one of the, this bit, there's the GR-75, the transport ships, with stuff added at the back. There's some of the pilots there. Oh. Riva Rosetta. Obviously based on Rosie the Riveter. There is Finn. So yes, that's our look at that. Next, The Art of the Last Jedi, which we haven't had a proper in-depth look at. We've seen a couple of bits from here and there. So let's just see. This event, I really like the gold on Kylo there. There is, we're in the middle, and here we see the two of them. Harkening back almost to the Empire Strikes Back on Cloud City. Oh, actually, if you look closer at this one, it's Han Solo, isn't it? In that kind of pose, his classic shooting pose. I wonder what images from this and the other ones will turn up. In the Rogue One art book, there's a great one of what looks like Han and Chewie, with Chewie carrying a big safe while Han is shooting at them. But it was like the original versions of the Chirrut Bay's characters. And there is Old Man Luke on Grumpy Island. So that is that. We will have further in-depth looks at this. And then the last one for now that I think I might have missed some stuff off. If there's things that you've seen me say, I picked this up today and it wasn't in the list, let me know. We'll have part 27. Yes, the cross-sections. The cross-sections were always very thin. I was surprised that there wasn't a complete locations. Maybe they'll just update the complete locations volume for Last Jedi and for Solo. So there is the Raddus with the various cutaways. And there is Star Fortress. It was a design that really grew on me, I have to admit. It looked so elegant in the film. And there we have two of the guards, who were not as great as they thought they were. Stabbed through the eye, sliced up by propellers. I don't know what, just generally killed. And there is Kylo's tie silencer. So that is where we shall leave it for now. Star Wars book collection part 26, plus or minus any that I've missed or completely forgot about. But do let me know if there's anything you think was missing from this, and that will go into part 27. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.